Hi all. In this video, I'm going to explain you the concept of Obj-Save method. What is Obj-Save method? Obj-Save is a method used in activities to save a clipboard page to the Pega database. Simply, we can say Obj-Save to store or update data from memory to clipboard database. Okay, memory nothing but clipboard page to into the database. Okay, for that, I'll create a case and test it now. It is not the thing which we are looking for. I'm not going to do any changes here. Create a case and test it now. Okay. First, I'll execute our case. What I'm trying to say here is I'll explain you with one real-time example. Then only you will understand. So the data, whatever I'm giving here, okay, some data I'm entering here. This data, anyways, it will store in that's the blob format, but I want this data to be stored in some different format, some different table. With the table name customer details, I'll create one table. In that table, this data needs to be stored. After entering the data here, this data is needs to go there and store. So for that we will use obj method. How to use it and all I'll tell you now. First I'll create on data class. You will get the result later. Okay, I'll create one data class, add data type, customer details, customer details data class I'll create. Okay, I'll create it on organization class. Okay, okay, I'll create it on organization class. Submit. Parent class, class RPAS. What is this? I'm trying to create an organization class, right? No, no, I want it is an organization class. Yeah, we'll see. I'm going to create it on organization class because from organization class we can access from anywhere of the framework and implementation application. I'm creating on top level. Okay, what I will do here is okay, it's creating. I want customer ID first, but ID is not here, so I'll generate while we are inserting the data. How to generate and all I'll tell you. But before that, I'll define the that property here. Okay, how to define the property? Add field. What is my first field? Customer ID. Customer ID. Submit and add another full name. But I think full name is already here. It will not take. Sorry, first name. I want no first name. Why the screen is lagging? If I try to submit it, it will not take. Yes, because we can directly access these properties as we created already. Okay, just cancel it. Customer ID, save it, and just save it and go to records. It's taking time. I don't know to which Wi-Fi it's connected. Go to records tab. I think you know, configure source. From configure source, I'll use this as primary key, customer ID as the primary key. After that, I want the full name and all, right? First name and all. So I'll access from here. Dot, you can use dot, it will come. It's not coming. First name is coming. Next, what is there here? Last name. Okay, it's coming. Add from here. Last name, then after phone number, gender, date of birth. Phone number, gender, date of birth. This symbol is nothing but we are accessing data from organization class. Gender. Next one, date of birth. That's it. Date of birth. Accessing from organization class. Now I'll rearrange the things. I want after customer ID, I want first name. So what I will do, I'll rearrange this. Then after, I want last name. What I'll do, I'll rearrange it. Same I'll do for phone number. What I will do, I'll rearrange it. Gender, do the same. Date of birth, and do the same. Okay, after that, I used customer ID as a primary key. Submit it. After that, submit it. Uh, what time? I'll leave. Within 5 to 10 minutes, I'll complete it. 5 to 10 minutes, I'll finish it. Now just close it. So the table will create now. What I'm going to do it now is, now we can add the records as I told you in previous video. I think we worked on this table form, creating table, right? When we worked on OBJ browse method. So it's fine. So what I will do here is I'll just add one record for sample. Okay, I'll give customer ID as CUST12. First name I'll take from here. Okay, gender male, date of birth, maybe something I'll take. Then after I'll save it. Then one table will create. Okay, so our table creation is done. I have inserted some data just for reference, but the data should be inserted from this case type execution. For that, what we'll do, we will create one activity. I'll show you. Okay, first I'll refresh this thing. I'll close all. Hmm. I'll refresh. Where is my data class? Okay, let it refresh. Quickly, I'll tell you about these things. Dev Studio. Here the table got created. You can open and see, I think. Yeah. This table got created. No, no, wait. Okay, the records, the table will be there. Okay, some one record is there. So what I will do here is I'll create one activity on which the activity should create, on which this class is there. Okay, so I'll execute case again, then only you will get to know vehicle insurance. So this section is calling from the flow action, customer details flow action, which is there in, how do you know? Sorry, not live data. You can turn on the live UI to check this. Click on something. It is calling from the flow action, customer details flow action. It is the part of organization class. Go to organization class and create an activity. I'll open here, create technical, create activity. I'll create activity here. The activity name is storing customer data. I'll give some name, storing customer data. Customer data activity naming convention, I'll give ACT. Okay. Context should be thumb rule we need to follow. Create and open. Then first I'll define a page because OBJ save method is used to store the data from clipboard page to Pega database like Pega table. Okay, so I need to create one page on clipboard. For that, first we need to define the page. So page and class, page new. So here I'll create one page like ABCD. The page name is ABCD, referring to the class on which table we are applying the operations. That is the class. What is that class? RPAS. I'll give RPAS. Now I'll give it. Is it not coming? Slash data slash customer details. Okay, this is the class we are referring to take this page. Okay, now I'll define the page. What is the method? Page new is the method to create a page. Page new is a method to create a page. I'll create a page with the name ABCD. Page new is a method to create a page ABCD. So after that, after creating the page, we need to set the properties. Add a step, property set, property set. Where is that? Property set from the page ABCD. So here I'll use dot to access it. Customer ID. Okay, customer ID needs to be set from here. Customer ID is not there when in the case type. So this needs to be added, generate randomly. So how I will generate? I'll click on gear icon. I'll generate it randomly. Build expression. I'll use functions concept here. I'll use functions concept here. Browse it. Go to functions. Type user ID. It will come, I think. Okay, not coming. No, no, not this one. create, I think I'll use. There is a one function, create unique ID. Yeah, this is the function. Okay, we'll test it. It will take milliseconds. Okay, from the laptop, it will generate the ID. Okay, again we can test it. It will generate different IDs. Okay, see, this is how it will work. I'll submit it. I'll call the function here. I have submitted. Okay, next what I will do, I'll use primary. Because I'm calling this from flow action, I'll use primary keyword here. Primary dot first name. Next, primary dot, okay, this primary dot I'll copy. Last name, primary dot gender, date of birth, primary dot phone number. Okay, now we will assign the data to this page, temporary page. So how we will assign data? We will simply set the values to here. Okay, that's it. After that we will call this activity to flow action. Okay, I'll show you in next video. I'll show you in some few times. I'll show you in few minutes. I have some other work to do. Okay. Uh, how to assign these properties, right? These are the properties. I used primary page because I'm going to call this activity from the flow action. So primary page will be the clipboard page, that is py work page. So I'm assigning these properties to current page. What is the current page? Just now we created ABCD page on the clipboard. That is the current page. From here I want this data. So I'll simply copy paste here. Okay. I'll simply copy paste. Done. Okay. Property set has been done. So what is my next step? I need to use ObjSave method to save this data into data table. So ObjSave method, I'll call ObjSave method here. ObjSave is the method we use it to save the data from which page reference. ABCD is the page reference which we created now. So after copying the data, I don't want this page. It will store some storage, so I don't want. So I'll remove. Page remove. Page remove is the method to remove the page, as I told you earlier. What page I need to remove? ABCD. That's all. Save it. We have created the activity. Now we are going to call this activity from the flow action under post processing. Okay, warnings can be ignored. Under post processing, I am going to call this activity customer details flow action. Go to action tab. Go to action tab post processing. I am going to call the activity here run activity. Call the activity storing customer data activity. I am going to call here. Okay, so it is in version 1. So if you see it, it is in version 1, but all our rules are in version 2. So its version 1 is already logged. Save as, save as to version 2. Create and open. Create and open. Call the flow action from the post processing of this flow. This flow action. Go to action tab. Go to action tab post processing. Okay, it's already there. Save it. Now create a case and test it. Now the data will come. Where the data will come? The data will come into the table. Okay, I'll create a case and test it. Create a case and test it. Okay, I'm giving some data, first name, some date of birth I selected. After submitting this, the data should come into the table. And which table it should come? The table which we created. This is the table. Oh, okay, data is not came, just refresh it. Data will come now. See, the data is coming now. Customer ID is generated randomly because we have used the function here. While creating activity, I have used the function here. What is the function? Create unique ID. Customer ID is generating by automatically from the function. So the data is storing into the table here. So ObjSave is the method which we'll use to store the data into table by using page reference. For that, first we have created a page, then we have transformed the data from py work page to current page, then we have saved it. Okay, that's how we can achieve by using this thing. This can also be achieved by using parameters. That concept I'll tell you in next video. Parameters is used for unit testing. That's why we use parameter concept. If we give these values here, we can only call this activity from particular flow action only. If you use the parameters, this activity can call under any application. That I will explain you in next video. Until then, bye bye, signing off. Activity begin, then step begin. What is all status are good. Okay, you can open the page here. On the page the data will come. Okay, here the data will come. ObjSave, the data will come here. Okay, customer ID and all. So the remaining data which we are entering here is not coming. Why it is not coming? Because I'm using the tracer from the activity action tab. So activity tab. That's why the data, but the data we are giving it flow action. So how the data will come? That is our next concept, parameter concept. We'll explain in next video. So this is how we'll do. We have a parameter concept, parameter pages we will use to send the data. That concept I'll explain you in next video. Until then, bye bye, signing off, Rajesh Balaka. Thank you.